Best Buds, it's Kathy with Kathy's Garden. I love making everything that has to do with junk journals, and if this is something you enjoy too, please subscribe. I have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and to enter, you just subscribe and leave a respectful comment. A shout out to Michelle, Christine, Vicky, Jen's Crafted Chaos, Sherry, and Nancy. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, guys, I have been thinking about the people that don't have access to pretty napkins. What could they do to achieve these looks that we're getting? So I bought some gift tissue paper. Now, this is printed tissue paper. Now, if you don't have access to printed tissue paper, I'm hoping you have access to plain tissue paper, because there are a lot of websites or YouTube channels that show you how you can use your home printer to print on the tissue paper. So with that said, hopefully you can do that so that you can get the same type of effects that we're getting with napkins. But just to show you how it works with tissue paper, printed tissue paper, I'm going to use this printed tissue paper in our craft today. So I am going to turn it on its back side of the front. I consider this the front because it's brighter. And I am going to use the matte gel. Now you could use Mod Podges if you want. You might even be able to use clear school glue and water, but I've really become quite addicted to this stuff. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go back to this, and you literally, just because it's firmer, the tissue paper is firmer and sturdier than a napkin, you are able to paint this right on the tissue paper. Now, you don't want to, just keep going over and over it, because then it will get frail and it might rip on you. But just lay it down, lay it on there, and then set it somewhere to be able to dry. So let me just put this lid on here quickly, because I don't want to mess up my beautiful matte gel. And I'll peel it off this end, place it somewhere, and I will be right back. See, it's still, you can still handle it. It's not like a napkin that's going to totally fall apart. Okay, be right back. All right, you guys, this is a dry one. It's another way to make glassine bags. You guys, I had no idea there were so many ways to make glassine bags. Super cool, super crunchy, super duper, and you can see through it. See that? You can see right through it. It is so cool, right, guys? Okay, this is what my project is today. After you make yourself this faux glassine bag with a tissue paper, or you could make it with the napkin and the wax paper, you can see through it as well. Either way works. I just am using this today because I'm thinking about the people who don't have access to beautiful napkins, and how can they achieve all this fun that we're having. I'd love to include them too, so I've just worked real hard to figure it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure this is fairly, it's going to be rectangle, obviously. So I am going to take my ruler, and I am going to square this little piece of faux glassine bag / tissue paper and matte gel. I'm going to make it square, or make it, square it up. So what I'm trying to say, it is a rectangle. So I'll be right back after I get that finished. Okay, guys, I've got it fairly squared up. And what I'd like to do now is turn, okay, we're going to fold it like this. We're going to end up folding it like this. So I would like to take the top, which is going to be up here, and I'm going to fold it down, turning the right side into the wrong side. So basically, I'm just putting a hem up here, just a little hem. Oh, I did that crooked, didn't I? Let's get this a little better squared up right here. Here we go. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Okay. There, that's a little better. And I'm going to actually do another one. You don't have to, but I just want to finish it off a little better. Now, you can go ahead and glue that down if you don't have a sewing machine. You can use the matte gel again, or the same thing you did to make the glassine bag via the matte gel, the glue and water, or the Mod Podge, whatever you used. You can use that again to glue that down. I'm going to go ahead and sew it, which I have already done. So here's what that looks like. Okay, so here we are with our beautiful glassine bag. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Now, I took a piece of notebook paper, and I did choose a notebook. Actually, it's an encyclopedia. This is a page on civics. And I cut it down to fit inside of this glassine bag, just like that. So I do need to probably cut the top, but I don't know if I want to do that now or later. I better do it now, because if I don't, I might end up cutting the back side, because I can't see the back side when I cut. So I am going to go ahead and mark this and give it a cut, because I'm a little bit worried about cutting the top of my folded over glassine bag. I don't want to do that. So here it is inside, just like that. I can't decide if I want it right up at the top or if I want it down at the bottom. I think I want it up at the top. All right. Now, once again, I'm going to sew it with my sewing machine. I'm going to sew the sides, the bottom, and the other side, leaving the top open. Okay? So let me go and do that real quick. Okay, you guys, I gave it a stitch all the way around. I don't know what's going on with my sewing machine right there. I had to restart it there, but I don't know what's happening there and there. But we're not going to worry about that. That's just going to add some character to this bag. I'm going to trim it just a little bit, and I'm going to trim it just a little bit on this side as well. Just like that. So now you have a bag, a bag that is a double bag. You've got this side, and you have this side. Super cool, right? Now, I went ahead and folded this over. Now you might be able to see why. It just makes it sturdier to get in and out of. I just like the feel of it better. It's more stability. You can see the paper right through it. You can make a tag, like you can make a big tag. This is just some mail that I got. And you can cut it to fit, well, that doesn't fit inside the bag, but you can cut it to fit inside the bag. You can decorate the bag. You can do all kinds of things with this. I think this is adorable. And I hope this helps the people who don't have access to the napkins, because that makes me sad. And I would love for you to join me in my next video. Bye, guys.